Hi guys, so today I wanted to talk about minimalism and how it has changed my life. It has been maybe I think a year and a half that I have been embarking on the whole minimalism thing, and I actually have documented pretty much all of it on my channel, on my minimalism series. You've seen me declutter basically my whole wardrobe, all of my makeup, my toiletries, and starting to live a minimalist lifestyle. I went traveling with just a backpack and my bike, and it truly has changed my life so significantly. I have become so much more of a grateful person and so much more of an organized person. It's something that I would encourage anyone to learn about and to incorporate into their lives in whichever way works for them. And I wanted to share with you the 10 ways, the 10 most prominent ways in which minimalism has changed my life. So the first thing is the fact that I am no longer a shopaholic. You may have seen my video called Shopaholic to Minimalist. So here is all of my clothes in my wardrobe. It's quite a lot for a minimalist, isn't it? If you haven't, then basically I used to spend all of my money and my earnings on clothes, shoes, bags. I was absolutely obsessed with fashion. I kind of equated all of my value to my outside appearance, and that ended up being where I spent most of my energy and my time and my money. I would waste a lot of time shopping and I would spend a lot of money shopping. It is huge for me that I no longer have that yearning to go to the shops and to kind of drown my sorrows in buying an item of clothing and thinking that the way I express myself outwardly is kind of the most important thing. It's been a huge change. And that obviously has saved me a lot of money. I have, for the first time in my life, literally been able to save. I've never saved in my entire life because any money I had would always go on my wish list of things that I wanted. Whereas now I can save money for things that are more important to me. So things like camera equipment that I can invest in my career, and things like traveling. I saved up to go traveling last year. Backpack on, ready to go to the airport.
Departing shortly for Bangkok. Please remain seated until your class or seat on number has been called.
We made it. We're in Chiang Mai. We are. And now I actually have money that I can spend on things that will bring me value and save for my future, and I think that is truly invaluable. The third thing, which is maybe a bit of a smaller one, but it's still really huge for me, is that I spend so much less time getting ready in the morning. As I mentioned, I was obsessed with clothes and my outward appearance, so I would wear lots of makeup and I would straighten my hair, blow dry my hair, just constantly be spending so much time on my appearance. Nowadays I wear makeup maybe just a few times a week, 2-3 times a week, mostly for filming videos, and I spend the rest of the time makeup free. I don't wash my hair as often, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't straighten my hair, and I really don't have to think about the clothes that I'm wearing because I have such a downsized wardrobe that I know what clothes I own, so I don't have to be rummaging through and creating an absolute storm in my bedroom every morning. So that is huge. The fourth thing is a more of a mental thing, and that is the fact that I have so much less anxiety and self-deprecating thoughts. I have been able to spend a lot more time looking inward and trying to figure out the problems that I have and working on them. So I spend a lot less time feeling just crap about myself. I used to spend a lot of time when I was younger feeling really awful about the way I looked, about my personality, about not having friends, and now I just have a kind of newfound confidence in myself, in my appearance, in my body. I just feel so much more positive on a day-to-day basis, and I think that's because I am not wasting time on things that don't have any value, and I am kind of exploring things that have more depth rather than things that are shallow and only kind of are gratifying in the moment. Number 5 is the fact that I have a way tidier house and just a way tidier life. I have always, I think, naturally been a tidy person in my head, but I'd always struggled to keep a tidy bedroom. I was known for having the most chaotic, messy bedroom, and I put it down to the fact that I had so many clothes and it was just impossible to keep up with. It was just impossible to keep tidy. So I now am one of those people who loves to live in a tidy house, who loves everything to be in its place, and that is down to the fact that I just have so much less stuff, and it makes tidying so much easier. I can just tidy as I go each day, and my home is always in a clean, kind of nice state. It's never chaotic, which my life and my surroundings used to be pretty much the majority of the time. The next thing is the fact that I'm creating so much less waste. If you buy less, you aren't creating as much waste. It's as simple as that. I really don't buy as many things, and I really think about my waste and my consumption of plastic. It's actually one of my New Year's resolutions this year to up that and really try and work towards a more zero waste lifestyle. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to be completely zero waste, just because of the nature of my job and creating recipes and stuff, but with regards to plastic, I just use so much less of it, and I really think about my waste and how much I'm creating, and it has downsized so much. And I think a huge part of minimalism that was attractive to me was the environmental side of it. That was a huge reason for me wanting to become more of a minimalist and for me wanting to reduce my consumption of things. Number 7 is more time. I have so much more time now to just do things that I want to do. I used to find that a lot of my time was spent doing things that would really wind me up and I wasn't wanting to be doing. So things like having to tidy up the crazy mess that I'd created in my bedroom, or time worrying about the amount of money I had, or time spent wasted kind of browsing on the internet and looking at clothes that I couldn't afford, or watching mindless reality TV shows. And I think that since I've embarked on minimalism, I have made more time for myself and for things that are important. So less time has been wasted and more time has been put into opportunities and experiences that will do me well in the long run. Number 8 is being more organised. This kind of ties into what I mentioned earlier about being tidier. When you have less stuff, it just makes it easier to stay organised and stay tidy. But on another level, I have become so much more organised in my day-to-day life with making lists and staying on top of things that I need to be doing and focusing my time on things that are actually important. I've recently got a bullet journal, and that has seriously helped me be organised. Minimalism in general, kind of the idea is to simplify your life so that you don't have so many things to be thinking of. Number 9 is the fact that I'm now able to travel light. We went to Southeast Asia last summer and we went to Canada, and we went away for about 4 months, all with a 40-litre backpack each and a bike box. So this is my backpack. It is the Osprey 40-litre backpack. So I would never in a million years have been able to do that years ago. I used to carry gigantic suitcases, the biggest one you could possibly fit on the airplane, and I'd pack it with endless pairs of high heels and outfits. Now I don't care about any of those things, and I'll just pack what I need and what is important and what's going to get me by for the time that I'm away. I am just so happy that I don't have to worry about all these extra things when I'm traveling. To just have a backpack, oh, it's so much easier. Number 10 is probably the most powerful way in which minimalism has changed my life, and that is the fact that I have now pursued my dream and focused wholeheartedly on self-growth and basically doing what I want to do. I would never have imagined, if you said to me 5 years ago when I had an eating disorder and when I was dealing with social anxiety and feeling rubbish about myself and not having any clue what I was going to do in the future, I would not have believed you had you said that you would be doing YouTube and working online on social media, living with your boyfriend in Brighton, and you have just traveled the world and you're a vegan and you're a minimalist. I would just have laughed in your face. That is the most incredible thing about minimalism, is that I have let go of all these preconceived ideas about what I should be doing or what I don't know, what other people expect me to do, and I've been able to just focus on me and what I want to do and let go of the fear of thinking about what other people are going to think if I do a certain thing, and I have just looked inward. The simplification of things in my life and the simplification of my outlook on life has given space and room for me to do what I want, and that was always to start up a YouTube channel, to help other people, to help people go vegan and just to share my experiences and my life online. It's led me to focus on what I want to be doing in my life and the life that I want to live, rather than looking forwards and hoping to think about it happening one day. I have created this life that I'm living right now that I'm really, really happy with by pursuing it and focusing on it every single day. And I truly believe that minimalism has played a huge, huge part in that. So I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below how minimalism has changed your life, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Today is going to be the first of a few videos this week about minimalism, and I wanted to do this because I wanted to clear out my flat of all unnecessary things and just do a bit of a spring clean, really. And I thought it would be good to show you what I'm going to do with each room, so my bedroom, my bathroom, this sort of kitchen living area, and give you any tips and tricks I have on clearing out and trying to be more minimalist.